Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Behind the Harness. For those of you who have watched our videos, I'm sure you wondered who are these mysterious people behind the camera and how did we get here? So let's start with you.
A unique job in a unique field. How did we get here? My name is Jake. I was born with a visual impairment called microphthalmia, which essentially means small, partially developed eyes. I grew up in rural eastern Washington and got an early start working for my parents' business in tourism and hospitality. They give guided tours of Hell's Canyon by jet boat, which is pretty wild.
Yeah, tell us more about that because I'm sure a lot of people don't know what a jet boat is, let alone how they grow up in a family business operating them.
Well, Hell's Canyon is the border of eastern Washington, eastern Oregon, and western Idaho. It's the deepest river gorge in North America. My parents were originally commercial fishers in Alaska, think deadliest catch before it was a thing. They relocated to eastern Washington to be near family and traded a couple of crab boats for a whole fleet of jet boats and sort of just, well, dove right in, no pun intended. And so when you're growing up around that, you become part of the business. You learn about maritime operations, you learn about tourism, hospitality, how to help people have a good time, and as our mission states, how to bring the world to Hell's Canyon. So that was my start. That's where I started.
That's unique. Very
Yeah,
unique.
yeah. I don't know too many people that can say they've done that,
Yeah.
but that's okay. When I graduated high school, went off to college. I needed a job to put myself through college. I landed a role at a rehabilitation agency teaching people who are blind or visually impaired independent living skills, which was crazy. I was their age. I was also learning, but I sort of had the emotional fortitude and the skill to teach them what I knew. You know, growing up in a family where independence was really important and where self-sufficiency was sort of key. Um, when I received my second guide dog, this was most of the way through college. I became very interested in the guide dog field. What was a guide dog organization? How did they work? How are these dogs trained? What kinds of roles were involved and connected to the organization, whether it be volunteer, paid, etc. So I begged a director of training to give me an internship. I said, I'll come and do whatever. I just want to learn. I want to be a part of this. And he said, okay, I'll give you an internship in the kennels. So I was out there one summer and I literally started the organization shoveling you know what. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. I later progressed to a community outreach role, which is sort of a multi-factored role where I supported admissions functions, clientele, helping them navigate the process of getting a guide dog, working with the philanthropy department and engaging donors directly. So helping the community really understand what a guide dog school does and how to help people give back to something that gave a lot to me. And then I even had an internship in the marketing department. So learned a lot about marketing, storytelling, content development, all to help people who are blind connect with the organization and its mission.
Talk about an incredible journey, I would say.
It's sort of lefts and rights and forwards, and I didn't grow up,
All the puns.
all
This
the
is
puns.
ridiculous, but
I don't know. I didn't grow up wanting a job at a guide dog school, but I enjoyed my time here. I've been in the field for about 12 years now, and it's been really exciting. What about you? What's your story? How'd you get here?
well, my name is Melissa, and I am a retinoblastoma survivor. Retinoblastoma is a type of eye cancer. The reason I tell you that is because cancer has been a big part of my journey, a big part of my motivation to be successful and to live life to the fullest.
Mm-hmm.
So, ever since a young age, I've been motivated to pursue a variety of activities from horseback riding to skiing to singing with the support of my family. It's a huge part of who I am and my identity and why I tend to be an optimist and why I enjoy learning so much about life in general. So, in college, majored in English and psychology. I knew that I wanted to go into some sort of career communicating with people, helping people, utilizing my empathy and compassion. So I started out working for a nonprofit that provided resources to people with vision loss and assisting them with transitioning to what it was like to be blind, use a white cane, adapt their home, engage in independent living skills. And a job at a guide dog organization came up. And since I was currently working with my first guide dog, I thought, how impactful would it be to learn more about that organization, learn about the puzzle pieces that go into training people and dogs so that I can then connect that feeling and that impact to other people. So I wanted to learn more about what the organization did and how I could contribute my lived experience and my advocacy for the people they serve to the organization.
Incredible story, incredible journey. We hope that this is a unique and interesting perspective to you. Please visit the link below for the entire Behind the Harness playlist, and we thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.